Know your worth and make sure others respect you. Hello there and welcome. Let's have a pep talk to your self-confidence. And I hope this video finds people that write in the comments, I needed this right now. We all live under a lot of pressure. We make a lot of compromises. Let's look a little in the business world and later let's look in the relationship world. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or you're working in an office, normally we accept so much. We think we have to agree. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this also. This looks a little like being a people pleaser. I didn't say too much. But we always want to appear as a nice person. Can you agree on this? For sure. Because if you don't agree, you don't seem to be cooperative. And we all want to be cooperative. And then what happens? We lower our standard. The more we give, the more people want to have. When we don't know our limits, our boundaries, people always want more. They lose respect. And what happens? They don't see you as a person with value. They want to squeeze out the maximum just because they want it. It is easy for them. The more they get for less payment, they say, ha 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 ha. They feel like a winner again. And you made your compromise. And this lowers your respect. And even worse, this lowers your self-esteem. And this is really dangerous. We think we know our worth. But when we lower our worth, we lower our self-esteem. And this becomes a spiral downward. And at the end, you feel mad about yourself. And then you start thinking, why did I accept this? Normally, in life, we want to grow. We become older. We want to become wiser. Our self-esteem should become bigger. And our worth becomes more and more valuable. This is normal growth by nature. And we should be aware of this. We should be aware of this. And we should expect this. And we should work on this. Because if you don't do it, or if I don't do it, nobody will do it for me. We are all unique, precious persons. And the older we become, the more value we should accumulate. And we should be aware of it. You are a trusted person. You are a person that can give value. Because when we ignore the value that we give, others also don't see it. Only what I experience, what I am, can be reflected to the world. When I really feel I am worthless, I transmit these waves. And everybody will feel this about me. We cannot lower our standards until finally people realize that I'm a good person. And then I can increase my value. No. Also in this case, we have to do it inside first. You know your skills. You know what you are capable of. And in case of business, find an adequate payment and insist on it. Whenever you agree, discount and special price and so on, you are not really aware of the value of your product, of your service. And then you attract more and more stingy buyers. These bargain hunters that are never satisfied because it is their principle. They want all for nothing. Should these be your customers? It is your decision. We have to stop this structure in our mind because there are a lot of people out there, they love to buy good quality and they have no problem with the price. But first, we have to know that we deliver good quality with the price that is adequate for it. When we radiate these waves, the right people will pick them up. And now let's come to relationships. No matter whether you are newly in love or already married, a relationship is always about giving and taking, and giving and taking. Do you give too much as you observe your past, is it an equal back and forth? You should never be exploited. But we also shouldn't exploit our partner. This creates tension and it puts a strain on the relationship. Are you giving too much? Do you feel deep inside? I think the equation doesn't match. Because also in a relationship, when we don't respect ourselves and we give for the other person, it becomes a habit. They want more, they want more. They think this is normal. As long as you can give, okay, give me more, give me more. And we distort the relationship. In a relationship, normally people should not be because of what you are giving, but because of you. First, people should love you because you are a special person. What you do or what you give, this comes later. A relationship shouldn't be object-based. And some people say, you should do this because you love me. But love is no pressure tool. If you love me, you would do this. This is easy. This is a wonderful blackmail tool. You can attach it to anything and it never ends. And what happens? You lose your respect. And with that, your self-esteem. We should never go that far. What means, first, we have to observe. We have to be aware what is happening. Awareness always helps. You make something and you may say inside, I don't like to do this, but I do it for the other person. Once again, we make compromises. Is it against your nature? Is this really necessary? You think you have to do this? You have to show love by this? That you get love in return? We're not buying love for love. You love me, then I love you. Because I love you, I expect love in return. Then love just becomes a currency. We instrumentalize love. And it's hard to make a separation. Sometimes we have the desire because out of an inspiration, we make something. And this is wonderful. But when you see over time that you are the maker out of inspiration, and this becomes normal for the other person, then you might think, stop. Something becomes a bad habit. And love is not only defined by things that we give, by actions that we bring on the table. What about your feelings? What about closeness, smiles? You give attention. You're really focusing on the other person. Does the other person see this and also value this? Are these just two persons? Everyone makes his thing? Or are these persons sharing harmony in so many different ways? All this is necessary for a loving relationship. Or do you sometimes reflect, I seem to be a people pleaser in this relationship. And the problem is, I love so much and I don't see love coming back. Then it's high time. Because love doesn't mean that you diminish yourself so much that it's easy for the other person. You can have your standpoints. You should have a lot of standpoints. And when the other person loves you, the other person respects you and even enjoys your standpoints. You don't have to be a weak person to be a loving person, easy to handle. You can have big standpoints, but they are not there to fight against the person in your relationship. No, but to make the other person even stronger on your side. This is the value that you bring on the table, that you bring in the relationship. And the other person also should have big standpoints that help you, not fights against you. Two strong people can have a wonderful, strong relationship because they are working towards each other, not fighting against each other with all their power that they have. The power of both people in a relationship should be coherent, like a laser beam. They are all directed in the same direction. Then this couple creates a lot, and they have a lot of fun doing this, and they are aware of this. When you are in a relationship, be you. Know who you are and express who you are. And then wait, does the other person like this? Then we have a good relationship. Then you have respect. And this is the only foundation for a long-lasting relationship. Because you should feel better in a relationship than just being alone. A relationship isn't a compromise. Just for not being alone, I accept this and this and this and this. This is not a relationship. Probably you can't stand to be alone, and many relationships are based on this topic. But this is not healthy. So many people accept their partners just for not being alone. This relationship is a disaster. And deep inside, these people feel this. So why continue? This is wasted time. Our life is short. There are billions of people out there. And you are allowed to end a relationship, because a relationship like this is not good for both people. Don't cling to this relationship. Know what you need and look whether you find it in this relationship. And when the compromises become too big, it's better to divorce. Yes, know your worth. Don't be egoistic. Know your worth. And you should be respected for your worth. Then you are a strong person and you have a high self-esteem. Only then you have the basis to find the right person. And there are a lot of right persons out there. And normally you just need one. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this gave you some inspirations. And when you want to share something, write it in the comments. I love to read the comments. And when you are already here on my channel, there are also good videos in my archive.